All right, the story goes as follows. All of a sudden, this cop car pulls up on me on the corner, like with the quickness. They hop out the car super fast. They're like, you know, like some Italian guys are like, hey, whoa, like, where you going? Why'd you jaywalk over there?
So we were over here and we saw you walk across the red hand over here, so we just wanted to make sure, like, what's going on? How come you did that? You don't want to wait for the light?
I asked him if I could record the situation. I'm just gonna hit record for you.
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, sir, but...
No, I don't know. Scary moment for all the people that are asking what happened. I'm safe and I'm good, but it's because I was doing nothing wrong, casually walking down the street with just a big Versace bag.
Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable? Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are tuning in. My name is Jonathan Torres Herrera, and you are watching or listening to the JTH show. Today, we're going to talk about Salehe Bembury and why the narrative matters. But first, roll the intro. All right, so before we get started with today's show, if you don't mind dropping a comment down below along with a like and then ringing that notification. As always, you can always catch the show as well on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or Radio Public. And also, I want to update you guys real quickly on the fact that we are actually going to create a whole other show. I mentioned it, I think, before. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but we are creating a more lighthearted, entertaining channel specifically for anything that is streaming, right? All right, so it's gonna be called, the Streaming Critic. Now, on there, you're gonna be able to go and see all the critiques that we might have for movies, for shows. My wife's over here like shaking her head, like, no, that's not what we agreed. I haven't told her that I cannot do the streaming reviewer or the streaming review because it's already taken, and I'm breaking the story or that to her right now, and now she's chisking her teeth because she's upset. But it's gonna be the Streaming Critic. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be lovely. Everybody's gonna love it. They're like 90 more. Gonna do Trump. I'm sorry. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I hope you guys can also go in there and join the conversation because it's gonna be more fun than my typical shows or episodes on here. I'm sorry. Okay. And then the last thing is, I know I'm falling short on my promise of uploading one video a day. I'm doing my best. My team is doing their best. It's actually a lot harder than I thought. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I know there's always a lot of news to go around, but here's the thing. Just like the episode we have for today, I like to do a lot of fact checking. Some people might say you overdo it sometimes, maybe, but I like to go in depth and understand not only the story, but the narrative, and for that matter, the facts that are attached to that story or the narrative that either CNN is trying to put out, or Fox, or in this case, like today, AJ Plus. So all that said, let's jump into the story of today. So we're first going to start with the synopsis, right? The breakdown. What am I talking about? Let me give you some context, some background. So there's an article on KTLA.com, and to be fair, this was all over many different media publications. The breakdown reads as follows. On October 1st, 2020, at 4:46 p.m., Beverly Hills police conducted a pedestrian enforcement stop at Camden Drive in Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills after Mr. Salehe Bembury was observed committing a pedestrian violation. Mr. Bembury admitted to the pedestrian violation and told the officers he was looking at the GPS on his phone to determine where he was heading. The entire detention lasted about 3.5 minutes. Mr. Bembury consented to a search, was clear of any outstanding warrants, and released with a warning. No citation was issued. That is basically the breakdown. You might be wondering, JT, it sounds like you're talking about any other freaking stop that a cop does anywhere else in the United States or the world for that matter. You would think so. Yes, I understand. You would think so. You say, well, why is this even news? And that's what I also said until, of course, like everyone else or most everyone else nowadays, especially someone that is an executive, decides to go live, and then everybody, doesn't do any fact checking or even critical thinking, right? Little thing I've been reminding you guys over and over. and decides to say, look at me, I'm a victim. And you'd be like, well, hold on. I saw the video of JT. That's not what happened. Oh, I saw it too. And in fact, I've seen a few of the videos. I've seen the videos that Mr. Bembury, Salehe, put out on Instagram. And I also saw finally the full footage of the cop, camera that they have on of the whole interaction. All right. So before we go into further details, let's go watch that now.
All right. The story goes as follows. I'm driving, so bear with me. So I was in Beverly Hills. I went to go visit my buddy Amiri's store. Congratulations. And then I was like, you know what? I'm never in Beverly Hills. Let me go stop by the Versace store. So I grab a few things, walking back to my car. All of a sudden, this cop car pulls up on me on the corner, like with the quickness.
Yeah, just real quick, man. So we were over here and we saw you walk across the red hand over here.
I'm startled immediately. I play it calm. I'm doing nothing wrong. They hop out the car super fast. They're like, like some Italian guys are like, hey, whoa, like, where you going? Why'd you jaywalk over there?
So we were over here and we saw you walk across the red hand over here, so we just wanted to make sure, like, what's going on? How come you did that? You don't want to wait for the light?
What did I do? I'm like a little startled
right here.
And I guess I jaywalked, or so they claimed. I'm like, whoa, guys, I'm from New York. Like, I'm used to jaywalking. My apologies.
Rodeo?
Oh, I jaywalked, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So we saw you, but we were going to stop you over here, but then we decided we were just going to come this way and talk to you. How come you did that, man?
I jaywalked. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say. It was a perfectly good jaywalking, like, it was a perfectly good crosswalk over there for you to walk over. I don't know. And I'm trying to add humor to this because it was fucking scary and it was real. And yeah, I just feel like some humor needs to be added. And then they asked me to turn around. They patted me down. He told me not to go in my pockets. He took my phone from me and put it down.
I get you, man. That's why I'm not putting you in handcuffs or anything.
You want to take my phone or something like that?
No, you can hold on to it.
Right.
I don't want to.
So what do you want me to do right now?
I just wanted to see if you had any ID, but without reaching into your pockets.
I do have an ID.
Awesome. Do you have any weapons or anything?
I do not.
Okay. Do you mind if I just?
You can do whatever you need to do, man. I'm just nervous. Can I put down my phone?
Absolutely. Yeah. No worries, man. What's your name?
Salehe. I asked him if I could record the situation. I'm just gonna hit record for you.
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, sir. But
know your rights, because in the moment I honestly forgot if I could legally record it or not. I know I've been told many times that I could, but in the moment I was just scared, and I told them, I was like, you could hear it in my voice. I have a clean record, so I don't know. Scary moment for all the people that are asking what happened. I'm safe and I'm good, but it's because I was doing nothing wrong, casually walking down the street with just a big Versace bag.
Like I said, you understand why we stopped you, correct? And you admitted to jaywalking?
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now, and I'm getting fucking searched for shopping at the store I work for, and just being black.
Now what you're doing is you're making it completely different to
Yeah,
what we just talked about.
guys.
You're making a completely different narrative.
You checked my ID. What's going on? Do I have anything on my record?
No, you're good to go, sir.
I'm good to go. That's why I thought.
Man. But listen, so you can't jaywalk, correct? You
Understood. Yeah. Can I have my stuff back, please?
But you see how you just switched that complete narrative?
Nah.
You were talking to us saying,
I know how you guys
can
start.
search
Am I
me.
good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. You guys have a good
Next time, don't change the narrative like that, though. Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to content myself here because I'm pretty heated, because to me it's a lie. What Salehe put out is a lie, and then I want to believe that it wasn't with ill intent. I want to believe that he didn't do it, with this evil master plan of, I'm going to get the cops. And for that matter, the Italians, right? Because that's what he kept saying. They're Italian. I didn't hear any Italian anywhere. But, wait, hold on. It's funny, though. It's for comedic relief. That's what he said, right? It's funny. I don't think it would have been as funny if for some reason we would have seen the cops. Maybe they would have gone on Instagram and be like, you know what he did today? Hey, John, told him what we did today when we pulled over that black dude. Yeah, talk like he was talking. Can you imagine? And it would have been like, I got to put some humor in, guys. I'm sorry, we pulled over this black guy today. It was so funny. He was talking like the kid did. Not like an Italian. I didn't hear any Italian. You can say, well, it kind of sounds like an accent. Okay. I guess if again, if you want to back up, Salehe's, comedic relief there. Now, that's a mashup of what Salehe put out on Instagram, and then after the Beverly Hills Police Department release, right? When they released the full body footage. Now, again, if you want to go see the uncut versions of what I, mashed up together, go to the jthshow.com and watch it there, right? Because I don't know that you can find it anywhere else because everybody's chip chopping this whole thing up to fit their narrative. Now, if it's something like AJ Plus, right? Where they want to right now support BLM, and they definitely want to support the whole concept of defund the police, get rid of the police, just get rid of them all completely, all police gone. So they saw this and they're like, oh my God, gold, let's put out this video, right? So of course, what do? They put out all over their social media platforms. So there'd be Instagram, Twitter, it was all over the place, right? The same little video they cut and chopped up to fit all their social media platforms. So what did they do? Well, nothing other than put out something with wording along the lines of after he walked out of a Versace store, right? In reference to Salehe and the interaction he had. Now, I should also mention that this video that Salehe put out was put out way before the footage, right? The body cam footage from the cop was put out. So Salehe puts out that video that, he's literally filming right in front of the cops, where he goes completely from, being a cooperative individual, I will give him that credit, to being, I'm on social media, boom, mine switched over, I'm on social media, guys, look at me here, because I'm black, and I'm shopping at Versace. Did I mention I'm shopping at Versace? You might thinking, why I'm making fun about Versace? Because he kept saying that in the uncut footage of the body cam. He even goes as far as saying, you know what's funny is that I literally designed the shoes that are in that bag. Yeah, because, And it's, in my opinion, almost to like, yeah, I'm important. I'm a designer. What are you guys doing pulling me over? How dare you? And again, with his followers, don't forget, even though you probably follow me because I work at Versace, but in case you forgot, because I have a Versace bag and because I'm black. Oh, great cards, by the way. And then he cuts a transmission. Later on, he uploads a second video, which I also use in the mashup, right? And in that video, right, is when he's explaining, in case anybody's wondering what happened. He starts going down the list of what happened. And then when I saw that video, right, of he's explaining what happened to his followers and really to the world, right? Hold on. I started looking at the uncut footage, right? No cuts anywhere of the police body cam. I'm like, that's not what happened. Oh, wait, what about that one? And what about that one? Saying, oh, hey, I'm from New York, guys. I mean, this is what I do. Never happened. Never happened. He was so scared. I don't really see that he was petrified or scared. Do any of us get nervous when the cops approach us? Sure. Yeah, I've been approached by cops. I'm like, oh God, what did I do? Did I run that light? Oh my God, it was my backlight? What is it? I started thinking, right? So yeah, sure. I'm not saying that we're all nonchalant unless you're a cop getting pulled over by a cop. Maybe, right? It's normal second nature for you to be like, hey, what's up, man? High five. But yeah, sure, I get it. I would understand if he was a little nervous. But for him to act like, oh my God, it was like, I don't buy it. But okay, let's move on. He starts, also saying in that video how they just pull up on him. Watch the uncut footage. They turned, like usually cops do when they do a corner stop. You can see the footage for yourself. I mean, it doesn't take, a rocket scientist to be like, the velocity of that vehicle times the weight. Stop. They pulled over. The guy gets out of the cop car. What does he expect? For the cop to pull over, roll the window, be like, hey, sir, come real quick. Can you come real quick? We got to do a stop real quick. I just don't want to get out the car. Because I don't want you to later come back and say that I got out of the car all fast with my Italian accent. Would you fine gentlemen please approach the vehicle so we can have an interaction of who does that? Who would do that? No one would do that, right? But let's go into what happens after an influencer, someone that has power. Not me, maybe not you, but why I even decided to do this video. And that is going back to the narrative. The narrative definitely matters, and who is telling it matters even more. Now, a narrative should always be told with facts, like I'm showing you here. Yeah, I'm adding my whole persona onto it. JT is freaking all excited over it, and he's yelling, sure, but I'm still giving you facts. Facts that Salehe will, accidentally, of course, or for comedic relief, was it again, decided to omit, right? So let's go into what happens after. What are the effects of people like Salehe tweeting out the videos or Instagramming the videos? So for that, we first have to go to the image of Ruby Rose. Yeah, because she was one of the first people to respond. And you're like, well, who the hell is Ruby Rose, JT? Ruby Rose actually, I would say, is well known in the world of entertainment as being Batwoman for a while until she left the show or got kicked out. I don't know the drama there. She played an inmate in the Orange is the New Black. She's known, at least in the articles that I've read. It's not like she's just some random person. For that matter, of course, Ruby Rose, being a star, is also verified, right? Which that means that you have even more star power in the platforms such as Instagram. And right away, she responds, the designer of Versace getting searched by cops in the store. He designs the best shoes they ever produce. Nope. Now, me and my wife had a little back and forth when she was like, well, maybe that nope at the end was like, nope, that's not what happened. I don't think that's what Ruby Rose meant. I honestly think that Ruby Rose is like, shoes they ever produce. Nope. Yeah, you can say that. Tampoco dijo así. She did that. Maybe. You don't know. You don't know how she's typing and she's like, Nope. You don't know. But whatever, right? First of all, let's break that down, Ruby Rose, because your influence definitely has some weight. I mean, Instagram decides to give you a verified check, right? Because, hey, you're Ruby Rose. Searched by cops in the store he designs. Like AJ Plus, right? AJ Plus saying after he walked out of the Versace store, because it feels like that after, Salehe put that video out. It feels like, did he just walk out of that damn store and the cops were like, he's coming out, guys, he's coming out, guys, he's coming out. Hey, guy, come here now. Or actually, how you say, hey, come here, guy. That's how Salehe said, right? Right? No, that's not what happened. Nuts, put the map right here. You see the difference there? Yeah, that's about 2 to 3 blocks at least from the actual Versace store to where he was pulled over. But the facts don't matter. Now you can say, JT, what does it matter if it's like 2 or 3 blocks? It matters because of how clearly individuals with this star power are making the story out to be. And if I tell you, hey, I was walking out of Walmart yesterday, right? Because I don't shop at Versace. I don't know. I was walking out of Walmart though with my Walmart bag, and the security guard, because it wouldn't be a cop, security guard came up to me and he was like, hey, come here. Right? You're like, damn, outside Walmart, you're picturing Walmart, everybody walking out of the store. You're like, that's embarrassing. And then you're like, wait, dude, they pull you over at the 7-Eleven, like 2 blocks away from Walmart. Why do you say outside Walmart, dude? Right? Facts matter, guys. It does matter. All right? So let's continue on. All right? Let's get past Ruby Rose. And let's go to the verified profile. Yet another celebrity or another influencer. I don't really know. I don't know a lot of these people. But in her profile, in her profile, she goes out to say, my mouse is freaking out on me. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Sorry. Lost my mouse. Let's see here. Steph Shep. I don't know who she is, but she's verified according to Instagram. She says, wow. I'm not being hyperbolic. That's what she says. I'd say, I'm sorry you had to go through this, but this doesn't even seem like enough. Prayers, heart emoji. I'm sorry, did anybody see the video that maybe I didn't see? Was Salehe on the floor? Was he bashed? But it's not enough. I'm sorry you went through this. I know, although saying sorry, it's not enough, according to Steph. And I'm like, dude, that's just some wannabe influencer. Oh, okay. Well, let's move on to someone that probably would have more weight, right, in the influence community, like the very own Donatella Versace. Yeah. Her tweet, or her rather response on Instagram was one of my favorites. Donatella says, I'm appalled this happened to Salehe Bembury today. He has been a consultant at Versace for a long time, and the behavior he experienced is totally unacceptable. He was stopped on the street solely for the color of his skin. Stay strong, at Salehe Bembury Sending you love and support. X. I don't know if X means just a hug, not kiss. No, XOXO means hug and kisses. So maybe just a hug. You don't get a kiss, you get a hug. That's what Donatella said, right? There's so much to break down, but I'll give you the important ones. First of all, just like the previous one, right? Steph, stay strong. Jesus Christ. You read that without even having any context. You're like, holy, ¿qué le pasó, Steph? Oh my God, ¿qué le pasó? What happened? Did he get beat? Did they Rodney King him? What happened? He was pulled over and let go. Just like I read that statement earlier. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he can say strong. Okay, cool. So for being black, huh? The cops came over and like, hey, you, black guy, here, now. And then you see the video like, oh, no, that's not what happened. He openly admitted to jaywalking.
Oh, I jaywalked, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, not the worst crime in the world, jaywalking. But still, he's like, oh, yeah, I jaywalked. Well, I'll tell you. Oh, wait, but Donatella says for being black. Interesting, right? It matters. It matters because there are already plenty of people that will take all this blindly, never seen the facts that I've presented to you, never taking another second thought to going and actually researching like I did, seeing the cop footage. No, they maybe blindly follow Donatella Versace, or they maybe blindly follow the very Salehe. And they're like, that's messed up, dude. I'm so sorry that happened to you, even though it's not enough to say that sorry that happened to you. And that's it. And now that's an individual telling family members and friends, like, this is why, guys, we gotta do away with the police. They're evil. Did you hear about the poor executive from Versace? How do you know he works at Versace? Well, because he said it on the video like 2 times, and he also showed off that he's a designer.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm never in Beverly Hills. Let me go stop by the Versace store. So for shopping at the store I work for. What's unfortunate is like I literally designed the shoes that are in this bag, and I'm being fucking like searched for.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
That's why I'm.
Versace bag.
Okay, go. Move on. Yeah, poor him. He needs to be protected. You know what the worst part of this is? Here's what really things set me off. Really, when I was watching the whole thing. Maybe you missed it. At the end, or rather towards the end, right? When he's finally like, oh my God, I'm feeling uncomfortable. The cop literally, watch it again, says verbatim, is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
JT, why would that set you off? Jesus Christ, dude, now you're set off because someone's asking if they can do something for them? Isn't that what the cop's supposed to do? Yeah, sure. Here's the thing that immediately came to my mind. Do you think somebody asked that to George Floyd? How about Freddie Gray? Eric Gardner? Michael Brown? You think the cops that shot knelt on their necks were like, is there anything I can do, George, to make you feel more comfortable? I'm sorry, I can't hear you as you're saying you can't breathe. But sure, same as Salehe. Salehe, you're the same. Poor you. How will you ever survive this? You were pulled over after you admitted to creating an infraction. The guy repeatedly, oh yeah, go ahead, grab your phone. Yeah, put it down. No, go ahead, grab it again. Oh yeah, go on live or whatever you were doing, right? Recording. Oh, I'm sorry, is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable? But stay strong, Salehe. Stay strong, executive of Versace. That's what you work at, right? Because I kept forgetting, because you only mentioned it a couple times briefly. Was it Gucci? Oh no, it was Versace. People thinking this is another Michael Brown case, another George Floyd. You're so full of shit. Straight out. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're blindly following the narrative of all these influencers that influence you, because you do not perform or practice critical thinking at any level. You're just like, oh, that's what Donatella said. Retweet, heart, stay strong. That's what you are. That's all you will ever be, is someone that you're easily, quickly influenced. You don't need no fact checking. You just like the narrative. Right now, it's trending. It's trending. Salehe's trending because he got harassed by the cops. Oh my God, poor him. Cops are evil. It doesn't matter. We're not going to wait for the tape to come out to see that the cop pull over and say, hey, how you doing today, man? Hey, nice to meet you. And Salehe, by the way, also says, hey, yeah, nice to meet you, bro. We're not going to wait for any of that. We're not going to wait for Salehe for him to be like, can I put my phone down? Not that the cop told him to put it down. Not the cop took the phone for him. No, Salehe's like, can I put it down? Yeah? Okay, put it down. Which, by the way, that's another thing. I have never seen a video of anybody saying, stop talking. Can I put the phone down? Never. Yeah. Can I record immediately? Sure. Yes, I've seen that. Or just they start recording. They throw the phone. I've seen all that. Never have I seen anybody be like, whoa, hey. Can I put the phone down? And then stop. Can I get the phone? Can I get the phone? I put it down, but can I get the phone? And the cop, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Can I take my phone, please, now? It's like clearly a phone. Is that at least okay?
No, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, if that makes you feel more comfortable, absolutely. Take a look at it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to record. Never. The guy, if anything, that cop would probably be made fun of, right? Because he's like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Consistently being interrupted while he's doing his investigation. Now, I will say this, because I got into it with another YouTube creator, right? Which I won't blast on here. He had his video and just like everyone else, AJ Plus, Donatella, all these, influencers, poor Salehe. One thing that I will say that I also admitted to him is, yeah, sure, the pat down. Yeah, I think it was excessive. I think the whole turnaround, let me pat you down. Yeah, I can compromise. See, I'm not entirely gonna bash Salehe. Like I said earlier, I applaud that he cooperated. I think how he cooperated, for the most part, 90% of it is how people should cooperate. But the rest of it, junk. Right? Junk. Because at the end of the day, it was a stop. Hey, you did this over here, which, by the way, he didn't even get a ticket for. How many times have we seen cops be like, get on the floor? No, sit on your hands. What's in your bag? Can you prove what you purchased this, sir? Giving him, giving other people a much harder time. A much, much harder time. This guy essentially was interrupting the whole time. Sure, he cooperated, but he did what he wanted to do, I would say most of the interaction. And then was like, okay, have a good day. I've seen videos of people that do that towards the end, like Salehe did, trying to be like, no, dude, I know how you guys are. And just by having that little, sass, I've seen cops completely flip and be like, all right, no, come back. I've seen that. The cops didn't do that. The cops were almost like, okay, see ya. Come on, Bob, we're going to go back. I mean, those, again, I think many cops are more, more ruthless, more tough. Will be like, oh, those guys are probably pussies. Trust me. Because the guys were, in my opinion, pretty damn, amicable with the guy. They pulled him over, sure. You can go as far as saying, but why did they pull him over? Because he did jaywalking? And because maybe they were bored. And you're like, yeah, but what if they did it because he was black? Okay, hypothetically, let's say they did it because he was black. Did they treat him like any of the hundreds of cases that we have heard of and many seen on video of how other police officers treat black individuals? The answer is no. In case you're like, hold on, the answer is no. This was just another interaction. However, is a person that went, you know what? This is my moment. This is my moment to shine. This is my moment to shine. Guys, I'm black. You said it, not me. And I'm shopping at, what was it again? He did say it.
Shopping at the store I work for and just being black.
My wife at every corner, I think her brain tries to tell you like, he's a good guy. Tell your husband not to do this video. And I'm like, nope. And I've shown her a couple times, different things. And that's why I'm set off about it, guys, because the narrative matters. And I'll conclude the video with that. The narrative, my friends, matters, right? Influencers need to be responsible with the power that they have. Because unfortunately, while I can't think of one influencer or, star that influences me, other than my wife, of course, I fact check the shit out of everybody. Everyone. No matter how great they say they are, how kind or how cool, how many movies a Rock makes. Rock comes out tomorrow and says anything that I am like, I don't know about that. I'm going to fact check him. Rock is like, I got pulled over by the cops, guys. I'm like, Rock, what did you do? Let me see the body cam footage. Because that's what matters. The facts matter. Because yes, many times there are situations where no matter from what angle, like with George Floyd, you're like, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. I don't care from what angle you show me. That was horrendous, heinous, and wrong. No. But then there are these situations where the influencers, they're influencing you. And they know that you won't fact check them. You won't keep them accountable. You won't. Because you blindly believe in what they tell you. They tell you your grandmama is evil and racist. You'll probably be like, I know how. I knew that my whole life. They probably will. Yeah, you won't do anything. Right? Maybe you don't want to lose their like. You don't want them to block you. You want other people to bash you. You're afraid. And it's irresponsible of them. Right? And when it comes to influencers saying, well, JT, he was in the heat of the moment. Come on, man. Like, what do you want me to do? He was pissed off. He's sorry. That's the thing. Influencers need to understand that. I understand it. And I would guess you do too. Right? It's not like when you're at your tia's house or your friend's house. You're like, dude, so I was coming out of the lake and this shark just grabbed my leg. And you're like, dude, it was a goldfish. And you're like, I know, but it felt like a shark. And just like your tia and your mom knows, and you're like, it's a joke of the family. This is him deciding to post something, knowing he has hundreds of followers that will be like, resist. No, despicable, disgusting. Especially seeing the current environment of the world. Take responsibility for your actions. That's what you should do, Salehe Bembury. That's what you should do, sir. All right? If you have any decency. I'm not saying you're a bad person in general. I don't really know you. But in this particular case, you acted with very poor judgment. And that is that. And everyone else, Ruby Rose, Donatella Versace, you did it just to please the masses. Right? Those woke individuals, whether on the left or on the right. And you're like, please don't cancel me. Please watch my shows. Please buy Versace. Even though half the world can't buy Versace. But please. That's what happened. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. That's it for today. Until next time. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching the JTH show. Remember, you can catch all the episodes, full episodes, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Radio Public. You can also visit www.thejthshow.com to catch episodes there and to catch anything that we had to blur out because of YouTube or any other platform. We usually put all of our raw information in there that is uncensored. You can also become a member at www.thejthshow.com to catch all the special perks. Thanks for watching.